Well, hey, you guys. Okay, I'm sure we all grew up hearing the phrase, slow and steady wins the race. And nowhere else in my life have I seen that to be more true than with money. Now, of course, there are some exceptions and overnight success stories, but 99% of the time, if something seems to be too good to be true, it probably is. So today I want to talk about some anti-get-rich-quick schemes and talk about 3 money habits that anyone can use to build wealth successfully. And stay tuned for number 3, because it's one that very few people prioritize, and I want to make sure that you know about these because, man, this is a good one. All right, first and foremost, the number 1 way to build wealth is through your income. So at Ramsey, we always say your income is your most powerful wealth building tool. And you guys, it's so true. A change in income could mean a change in your monthly budget, which means more margin, which means more momentum as you work towards your financial goals. And also, when you keep your income, that's the thing that's going to help you win. That's the thing that's going to help you pay off debt and get rid of that car payment, to save up for an emergency fund, to buy a house. Whatever your money goals are, getting your income to you and not towards debt, and to get your income up is huge in this process. So there's a few ways that you can do this. Number 1, if you are content with your current job and you want to stay, have a conversation with your leader about what your options are to get a raise or a promotion for the future. Because the people in your community need to know what your goals are so they can help partner with you to reach them, to know that you're working for something. Number 2, if your current work isn't fulfilling and also isn't paying you a salary that's helping you win with money, consider possibly a career pivot. Because once you start refining that resume and researching and reaching out to a few connections, you might get a fresh wave of motivation that's gonna help launch you into the job market with some other growth opportunity that's out there. And number 3, if you have a solid main source of income, but it just isn't cutting it, then maybe consider a side hustle for a period of time. And again, this could be from food delivery, personalized photography sessions. Maybe you could babysit a couple of weeknights for friends and family. Whatever it is, try to get your income up. And getting your income up is such a game changer. And just because, again, that your income's up doesn't mean you have to go spend everything, because lifestyle creep, it is a real thing. So make sure you have a plan for that extra cash. And budgeting is one of those things. So I recommend EveryDollar. It's a budgeting app and it's fantastic. It has some great resources on that app to actually teach you and show you how to budget. So make sure to check that out. Now let's talk about the second way to build wealth, which is through investing. Investing in retirement is one of the simplest, most effective ways to set yourself up for the future. Now, it's really important that you don't rush this phase too soon. So I want to make sure that you are in a place where investing money is wise. I want you to be completely out of debt, except for your house, and have a fully funded emergency fund of 3 to 6 months of expenses. Then once you do that, then you can fund 15% of your income into retirement. So again, it's kind of getting all your ducks in a row to make sure you're in a place where 15% of your income can go to that because you have no payments and you have a fully funded emergency fund. And then you get to experience compound interest. It's such an amazing thing. Now, there are a few ways that you can go about this. When you're looking at that 15% of your income into retirement, this could be towards your 401k or 403b, your Roth IRA. These are 2 great vehicles when it comes to retirement investing. And the sooner you can start, the better off you're gonna be. Because 20, 30 years down the road, you're gonna look up and be like, oh my gosh, I'm getting close to retirement. I wanna retire soon. What does this look like? And then you get to look at those numbers, which is an amazing thing because you started decades before. And the problem is a lot of people wait too late, even though it's never too late. Start where you are. But the idea is, again, the earlier you can start, the better off you're gonna be. And I want you to be able to, again, track this progress. So I'm gonna put a link to an investing calculator down below. So make sure to check that out because you can type in some of your numbers and get an idea of how much you wanna be investing per month. The third wealth building habit is one that very few people prioritize. And some people don't even realize that this is an option, but that is paying your house off early. So for a lot of people, their housing payment is their largest expense every single month. But imagine how much money you would free up in your budget and in your life if you didn't have a mortgage payment. So not only does paying off your home increase your net worth, but it also gives you a level of freedom when it comes to your money that is truly unmatched. Like when you have no payments in the world, it is amazing. And we have found that the average baby step millionaire pays off their house in just 10 years. To find out what your timeline looks like, you can go to the mortgage pay off calculator. I'm going to put, again, another link below. And check that out. Go through and put your numbers in and just say, gosh, how quickly could I pay my mortgage off? And if you've made some major financial progress, make sure to share that in the comments because people love hearing this. So again, you guys, there's some ways that slow and steady wins the race when it comes to building wealth long-term. That's your income. So you want it to go to you, not debts. And also look at ways that you can up it. Investing is huge, and paying off your house and using your house payment towards your future versus the banks is key. So remember, you guys, to take control of your money and create a life you love.